Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the 16th of June. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us. Got my first Moneyball ticket to that 333 on July 12th. Looks fun, good payout structure, fun WNBA tournament, and that's why we're having this video today. Sponsored by PredictionStrike. As always, you can use promo code PhD to get your best deposit match bonus there. But since this is on Underdog, I should also mention you can use promo code DFS PhD, no underscore, because that's my username on Underdog. And I'm making this video because this isn't filling, and it's a great competition. It's almost as good as DraftKings. It's only $5 instead of 15, and it pays out 2,500 up top. It's better payout per dollar upside. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about the slate a little bit, talk about people who are going a little bit too low in the drafts, and then get it out there to you so you can go draft because you got like 30 minutes. But yeah, so the way I see this slate, obviously, Caitlin Clark is going a little bit too low. People are, or too high. Like I saw somebody take her number one. Don't go out there and take Caitlin Clark number one. That's not what I'm advocating. There are better plays than her. But falling to 3 and 4 or something, then you can think about a Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese stack. Caitlin Clark and a couple of other people also look good to get different. Let's see. Ari McDonald in late rounds. So you got to figure out the sixth round because there's six people, right? So in the draft and 6 rounds. So by pick 36, you're getting pretty deep into the draft. Um, and so that's why we've got people like Ari McDonald and Lee Yueru. I think Ari McDonald's more of a fifth round, but Lee Yueru and Nia Coffey, Christy Wallace, I'm putting in there with stacks that are Indiana stacks. And then, obviously it's fun to have a little Chennedy Carter in there with your Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark stacks. So that's kind of the angle I'm taking, is very narrative based, that, everybody knows why they're there to see the game, right? Tickets cost a lot of money. You can't miss it, right? It's like $500 a ticket to go see this Angel Reese. And I just never seen anything like it before. And so that's why I just, yeah, let's talk a little bit about the WNBA. Who else is going a little bit low? I like Isabel Harrison in that last round. I I think her it's a fluid situation with her and Cardoso, and they could choose to go a little smaller. Basically, Izzy is the small ball option there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. And I'll probably just go draft a bunch. K Mitch is good in these. You don't have to think of her as negatively correlated with Caitlin Clark. Think of them as both positively correlated with points. So like 50-50 whether they're correlated together or not, but you don't have to just have K Mitch in your non Caitlin Clark lineups. It's okay to stack them up. I love that, by the way. Let's talk about stacking on Underdog. You don't have the same constraints you have on DraftKings, right? So number one, it's got some positives in the sense that you're automatically having to get more exposure to more players, and so you have more of a mix of players. But also, um, you have you can stack differently. You don't have to choose players from 3 different teams, right? Like that's the classic thing on DraftKings, is you have to choose a player. You can't just full stack one game. You can just full stack one game and it goes to overtime and you win on Underdog. And now I don't know how often you win. I said you win, but that's the theory, is if you were to full stack that Indiana Chicago game and it's the only one that stays close, the only one where people get full run, then you win, right? I mean, that's like 30 extra minutes for your guys. So you win. Um, so it's just fun to do that. I did that with 2 different games today, the Indiana Chicago, and then I like that. Is it Seattle and Phoenix? Yeah, it's a little bit tough, the Seattle and Phoenix one. I basically only want to attack the guards. The I'm not loving the forward situation because Griner's good at I mean, they're both good at defense. That's not, I mean, I guess they could both get like 5 stocks. It's not a game script that's great because you have to have both of them getting lots of blocks and no fouls called, which, I mean, they sometimes just call fouls even though there's not fouls. So, all right, get this out to you guys. And remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us, even on the WNBA. I will have a finals video out later today. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.